Welcome to our podcast where we're diving into one of the season's most electrifying debates in football, the head-to-head battle between Lamine Yamal and Désiré Doué. I'll be laying out why I believe Doué is the superior talent right now.
And I'm here to argue that Yamal is the standout young talent, already making waves and showing why he could be, the next big thing in football.
Right. So let's kick this off with technical skills. I mean, Doué's versatility is off the charts. He's not only lethal from distance with his shooting. Remember that rocket against Aston Villa in the Champions League quarterfinals?
True. And while Yamal might not replicate that long-range magic exactly, his technical mastery is really something else. I mean, his dribbling is seriously mesmerizing. Look at those 6 successful dribbles against Inter Milan in the Champions League semi-final.
Sure, Yamal's dribbling is great, but Doué's ability to be so versatile, he plays all along the front line and traps midfield roles, gives him that edge. And his finishing?
Absolutely. And yet, creating chances is just as valuable as scoring. Yamal's contribution in key passes, he leads La Liga in, pinpoint through balls, really sets up the attack. It's like his vision on the pitch, it's almost poetic.
Right. Well, I'll counter that by saying that while Yamal is all about setting up plays, Doué in the Champions League final didn't just create chances, he delivered the end product with 2 goals and an assist. Efficiency,
Yeah, efficiency is great and all, but Yamal's flair on breaking down defenses is something else. Remember his solo goal against Inter? It was pure class, the kind of goal that shakes you up.
We can't ignore statistics either. Doué's played 3,019 minutes with 15 goals and 16 assists, which is a goal contribution every 97 minutes. Compare that to Yamal's 4,548 minutes with 18 goals and 21 assists, only a contribution every 116 minutes. Efficiency per minute really puts Doué in the spotlight.
Right. Stats are important, but sometimes the raw passion and the game-changing moments speak louder than numbers. At 17, Yamal is already the heartbeat of Barcelona's attack. He's a leader on the pitch, and his influence in creating space is unparalleled.
That's a fair point, but let's consider team impact. Doué stepped up for PSG after losing stars like Neymar and Mbappé. Carrying a team through such tough times and thriving under pressure, that's a huge indicator of his talent.
Still, one could argue that having such teammates as Pedri and De Jong means Yamal is not under as much pressure. He's been a consistent starter for 2 seasons and rarely has an off day, which shows remarkable reliability for a youngster.
True, but reliability isn't everything. Exactly. There's more than just consistency. Doué's rise has been meteoric. Imagine, 13 of his 15 goals coming in 2025 alone. When you see a player delivering big match performances, that meteoric rise,
I get that.
It tells you he's ready to lead under pressure.
I'd like to respectfully challenge that point for a moment. While Doué's uptick in performance is impressive, Yamal's impact in matches like the Euro 2024 semi-final against France, where he scored that stunning goal, shows that his brilliance isn't just about reliability, it's about audacity and flair.
I see where you're coming from. Sure, Yamal's a brilliant finisher on his day, but consider his injury spells earlier in the season which cost him crucial minutes. Doué, on the other hand, has been almost unfailingly available, which is key for a player carrying PSG.
Yep, but availability isn't the only metric. Absolutely. Availability is one side of the coin, but let's talk defense too. Yamal presses hard and had more ball recoveries last season. His game intelligence means he understands defensive contributions in a way that sometimes raw physicality, like Doué's, can't capture alone.
Smart play is crucial. And yet, Doué's defensive stats shouldn't be understated either. His tackles and interceptions per 90 minutes actually stand out, reflecting his athleticism and ability to cover ground. It's like Doué uses his body and mind together in
Right.
transitions.
I'll give you that, but let's hit the big match performances again. Yamal's 2 El Clasico goals against Real Madrid were something to behold. In high-stakes games, that kind of composure is indispensable.
Absolutely, no doubt. True, but Doué's Champions League final performance is legacy-defining. 2 goals and an assist in a 5-0 thrashing of Inter. Those are moments that, well, they etch a player's name in history.
Yet, Yamal was critical in getting Barcelona to the semis, not to mention his starring role in dominating Inter in other matches, with his 6 shots, 10 crosses, and 6 dribbles. Sometimes a near-perfect performance gets truncated by, a miracle save.
Exactly, and that's the unpredictability of football. Looking ahead, both players are very young. Doué's 19 has already won him the Champions League Young Player Award over Yamal, which is a significant accolade showing his might at the moment.
True. But remember, Yamal's age, 17, suggests his ceiling is arguably much higher. His market value speaks volumes too. He's valued at 339 million, compared to Doué's 91 million. The hype isn't just numbers, it's about potential.
Potential can be a double-edged sword. While market value can sometimes overinflate hype, on-pitch impact is what really matters. Doué's big match mentality, his ability to adapt across the front line, and his clear, efficient play make him the player who's delivering right now.
I get that, but aren't you overlooking Yamal's consistency and his innate leadership on the pitch? Exactly. Because Yamal's role as the driving force behind Barcelona's attack, even at such a young age, is transformational. His game intelligence, reading plays, positioning himself perfectly, shows he's already playing at a world-class level.
I agree he's smart, though I wonder if his game intelligence will compensate for some of his injury-related dips in performance. And there's the crux of our debate, isn't it? Doué has shown he's ready to dominate, especially in those critical moments where the pressure is ramped up. His overall versatility and consistency in high-pressure matches outweigh Yamal's, spectacular, but sometimes erratic brilliance.
I hear you. Yet, one must consider that Yamal, being only 17, is still evolving. His current output, with creativity and flair on the ball, hints at him surpassing expectations as he matures. He's already looked like a superstar in the making.
True, but isn't it risky to bet entirely on future potential over proven big match performances? That's a valid critique, and it's precisely why I believe the evidence points to Doué being the better player in terms of immediate impact. His ability to, step up in the moment, especially when his team needed him most, is simply unmatched.
Yeah, I see that angle. On the flip side, though, Yamal's current stats are impressive. He's already taken on leadership responsibilities on the pitch, and his work in creating chances with key passes, the playmaking element, offers a different kind of heroism.
I get that, but leadership alone isn't enough without the decisive killer instinct in finals, right? And Doué's killer instinct seems to prefer the spotlight. Think about his drive in that Champions League final, pushing PSG to the final stage, and carving out moments that changed the game.
And Yamal's ability to handle the pressure in big European nights shows he can rise right alongside those legends. Exactly. And isn't that the beauty of this debate? Both players exhibit remarkable qualities. Yamal with his raw potential and market hype, and Doué with his proven consistency and versatility. It's like comparing an emerging storm to a force that's already lifted ships.
That's a vivid analogy. And while the numbers clearly highlight Doué's efficiency, goal contributions every 97 minutes compared to Yamal's 116 minutes, we also have to factor in that Doué's performance came when PSG needed a hero the most. It's a testament to his readiness for the spotlight.
But let's not ignore that Yamal's frequent run with 18 goals this season, his crisp vision, and his defensive contributions like pressing and ball recoveries make him indispensable too. Exactly. Which makes this debate endlessly fascinating. When we talk about who is better now, we're really examining different facets of brilliance. Yamal's flair, his ability to, say, break down defenses with creative plays and inspiring leadership, versus Doué's all-around, efficient and decisive performance in crunch moments.
Yeah, it's like an age-old debate between explosive potential and proven excellence. Absolutely. In the end, while I maintain that Doué's versatility and immediate impact tip the scales in his favor, I also appreciate Yamal's growth and raw talent, the kind that might just redefine the future of football.
Yup. So, to all our listeners out there, what's your pick? Is it the efficient, versatile hero Doué, or the dynamic, rising superstar Yamal, who, at 17, is already wearing the mantle of leadership?
Right, definitely food for thought. Thanks for the spirited debate. Stay tuned and keep the conversation going. Football is constantly evolving, and debates like these prove that every match, every minute counts.
Absolutely. Thanks for listening.